let me get this straight. You want me to believe that you were sent here by the ICA to assist an agent who has not once required the assistance of a partner. Well, tell me, why should I believe you? Do you have any proof that you are who you say you are? Any identification, documents, inside knowledge, anything? In your pocket? I'll admit, this does appear to be official ICA identification, but how can I be sure it's truly legitimate? How do I know you didn't forge it or steal it from the body of a fallen agent? Do you have anything more concrete? Anything more irrefutable? Because if not, I'm afraid that our first and only meeting will be coming to an end. That is bold. Real bold. So, despite giving me no reason to trust you, you simply want me to open that briefcase containing highly classified information because you asked nicely. Let me say, if I was in a worse mood, your body would already be at the bottom of the laundry chute. But I'm going to be honest. I admire your confidence. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open the briefcase. I'm going to look at the contract inside. And if there is no mention of your involvement, any verification of your identity, no mention of you, you'll be spending the rest of your stay here in that closet until the cleaning crew finds your body. So what do you say? Shall we take a look? I suppose you're not in a position to be bargaining anyway, so I say yes. "47. Don't be too wary of the guest staying with you. They're a new employee contracted to help you carry out today's mission. Seems there may be some truth to your claims. Their identity can be verified by their three-headed serpent lapel pin, designed for and provided to them specifically for this purpose. Suppose I was wrong. Maybe I can trust you. I'm not sure I'm going to call you a friend or partner just yet, but I suppose now would be a good time to untie you. Now let's find out what makes our target so special. Today's contract is an unusual one of a kind actually, but while it may be unique, what it is not is challenging. The very opposite, in fact. Today and for the next 2 days, you've been tasked only with relaxing. There are no targets, no one to earn the favor of. The only thing you're required to worry about is not worrying about anything. We've booked you a 3-day, 2-night stay at this luxury resort, an establishment with unparalleled amenities in an exotic location. I know you're probably used to working hard in such settings, but we figured it's time for a well-deserved change of pace. So, for the duration of your stay, feel free to do whatever you want. You've certainly earned it. As for your partner, they've been assigned to ensure you don't get lonely. While contract work typically is best completed solo, leisure is only enhanced by the presence of comrades. I do hope you'll enjoy their company. Don't be shy. Get to know them, and I'm sure you'll get along swimmingly. So go ahead and enjoy the resort life. Go to the spa. Experience the fine dining. Chill out in the pool. And in case you run out of ideas or simply get bored, we've filled your briefcase with a few items that should help you relax and unwind. Feel free to do whatever you like, really. You've earned it. Now stop reading this boring little contract and have some fun. Diana Burnwood. P.S. I'm a fan of the new look. It's about time we got rid of that garish tattoo. Any change that'll mean drawing less attention is a welcome one. After all, as we've learned during our time together, you're not a product. You're a person. Well then. Can't say I was expecting any of that. So, now what? I'm not sure Diana knows me as well as she thinks she does if this is the place she wants me to relax. You see, typically at these types of venues, I'm doing a job. I'm on edge. I'm focused. Relaxing is the last thing I have in mind. spa. I'm not getting a drink at the lounge. I don't want to do anything where I'm around people, to be honest. But if I'm contractually obligated to relax, and you're here to ensure I do it, I guess I have no choice but to try, huh? And if I'm not going out there, I guess it means I'll have to make do with whatever's in that briefcase. Let's take a look then. Well, I can't say that Diana knows my preferred type of vacation spot. She does indeed remember my favorite type of tea. Spiced apple and vanilla. I suppose a cup of tea is as good a way as any to get relaxed. Which then begs the question, is there a water heater in here? Will I have to go somewhere else? There is. Over there. Excellent. I think I'll be making a cup. Would you like one as well? All right. I'll be right back. Here you are. I would let it steep for a few minutes. But while we wait, let's see what else is in there, shall we? Do you have any idea what this is? So what? A scalp massager? Are you sure? Might as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not bad at all, really. You want to give it a try? No. Okay. More for me then. I imagine this is what dogs feel like when you pet them. Except they usually have a lot more hair. I think that's enough of that, though. I see the tea is about ready if you'd like to start. Excellent as always. What do you think? Good, right? Very nice. What else do we have in here? We have a pencil. I'm not sure a pencil alone is relaxing, but there are many relaxing things you can do with a pencil. The question is, what was this pencil provided for? Let's keep looking. I think I see. But perhaps this raises more questions than it answers. Because, if I'm not mistaken, is this not a children's activity book? Mad Libs. You know, just as I think Diana is beginning to prove that she knows me, she goes and proves me wrong. But I suppose if this is what I've been provided with, I have no choice but to try it. So how about it? Let's try a Mad Lib, world's greatest word game. Suppose you just fill in the blanks or something like that. Let's take a look. There are quite a few things in here. start, really. Too many choices. How about review of a dinosaur movie? Alright. Mad Libs is fun to play with friends, but you can also play it by yourself. To begin with, do not look at the story on the page below. Fill in the blanks on the page with the words called for. Then, using the words you have selected, fill in the blank spaces in the story. Now you've created your own hilarious Mad Libs game. Simple enough. So, would you like to give me the words? I guess it'll be more of a surprise to you what's going on here, but let's give it a shot. Review of a dinosaur movie. The first word we need is a verb ending in ing, I-N-G. You can't decide. I'll give you some time. Flipping. Okay. Flipping it is. Now we need an adjective. Hairy. All right. Another adjective. Beautiful. Okay. Another adjective. Slimy. Okay. And yet another adjective. Absurd. Okay. Absurd. Now for a noun. Egg. Right. Now we need a person in the room. Want it to be you? Me. Why not? Agent 47. Now an adjective. Metallic. Now for a noun. Squirrel. Okay. Now, once more, an adjective. attractive. Okay. Now for a plural noun. No, I don't have any ideas. Cameras. Okay. A part of the body. Plural. Noses. Okay. Now for a noun. Dishwasher it is. And a plural noun. Weasels. Huh. All right. Now for a letter of the alphabet. P. Okay. And finally, one more noun. Let's see what you're doing here. Interesting. Mad Libs book. And that's that. All right. Let's read this review of a dinosaur movie. Despite its title, Dinosaurs Are for Flipping is far from being a hairy comedy. It is really a beautiful horror movie. From its slimy opening until its absurd ending, it keeps you sitting on the edge of your egg. In this film, the ever-popular Agent 47 gives the performance of his metallic career. He plays the role of a scientist who, in searching for the fountain of squirrel, accidentally discovers an attractive beast that feasts on living cameras. The last 10 minutes of the movie are scary enough to make your noses pop out of your dishwasher and your weasels stand on end. The movie is rated P, meaning children under 12 must be accompanied by a Mad Libs book. Not for me. I think I've had enough of Mad Libs. But it was an interesting enough way to waste some time, I suppose. Now then, let's see what else we have here. Actually, before I continue, I'd like to ask you something. Is this stuff working for you? Are you feeling more relaxed? Perhaps a little too relaxed? I'm sorry, I can't quite understand what you're trying to say. Seems you're slurring your speech a bit. Yeah. I'd say it's about that time. And what about now 47 should be finishing up with your employer as well. As you may have already guessed, I haven't been entirely truthful with you. Not at all. No. See, there was no vacation, there was never any luxury resort trip, no partnership, no relaxation contract. Not at all. This was none of that. What this was the ICA's idea of how to most efficiently dispose of you. You might have thought you could fool us, but let me tell you, from the moment your application landed in our inbox, we knew what was going on. Your very first background check revealed a very poorly concealed affiliation with one of the top organizations we've been working to dismantle. And so instead of rejecting your application, we saw it as an opportunity. You may have thought that you could eliminate 47 from within the ICA, but I'd say that's even more foolish than those who think they can eliminate him from afar. No. And to be honest, we got even more out of you than we were expecting. Seems you were foolish enough to communicate with your employer unencrypted on the ICA's own network. And thanks to your recklessness, we were able to determine the location of your employer during your first hour on the job. See, I'm not 47. Agent 47 is currently in Morocco, eliminating your employer, dismantling your entire organization. And so let me tell you what's going to happen. Over the next few minutes, the poison I put in your tea will complete its paralysis of your body. Your breathing will slow. Your heartbeat will fade. And your brain will fire its last synapses. But before that happens, you will be left alone with only the realization of how immensely you failed. And so in the morning or next week or whenever your body is discovered, the police will inevitably arrive somewhere far from the truth, and the ICA will continue on undeterred.